2, 3, sir! What's going on? Did you say it?
Yeah.
let's out here in our harmonization. 1, 2, 3, sir! What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the channel. My name is John Lewis, and today we got
Mushu Pork Greasy.
Welcome to the channel, guys. I need you to subscribe right now because it's fucking lit. In this channel, you get reaction videos, dance covers, music covers, and original music.
Live twerk videos.
All-inclusive package. Today we are here to react to Meek Mill intro. Plain and simple.
He stole it from the Miami Heat. That's all I want to say. For our Vice City jersey, he stole the song.
Well, they both stole it from a real song.
I know, but why he had to use it now when we used it?
Because, dude, they work on projects way before.
Nah, they saw those jerseys like, yo, they're lit.
It's a conspiracy.
So this song is from the album Championship. It came out a couple weeks ago. Mm-hmm. It's a big deal in a lot of ways as far as Meek Mill's career goes. Yeah. We all know he went through the jail, justice system.
Beef.
There was a lot of forgot about that. But I feel like everybody's been hoping and rooting for him to just find justice and actually provide great content. Exactly. And I feel like he achieved both, especially just getting co-signed by major artists or the fans. The fans like outside the fucking court, like singing his.
Meek Mill is the people's champ,
which is crazy.
They get roasted up by Drake.
Did you guys see the CNN interview?
I saw some pieces. Yeah,
it's good. Like, honestly, that I was kind of impressed. You know, I feel like he represented well, like what white America watches the news to see of black people, and it's like, nah, we good. You know,
yeah, exactly.
I feel time, dudes.
I mean, a lot of people are saying like, you know, like the labels are definitely pushing this for like he's on networks that nobody would think he would ever be in, or that hip hop would never be in. You know what I'm saying? Like he's actually appearing on a lot of platforms, music and non-music related. And I think he's really well spoken, and I think everything that he's been through has made him grow as a person. Yeah, definitely. And he's a better man. And a lot of people might have even been thinking like, yo, like this might be a gimmick just to sell records. But when you go on CNN and places like that, and you're not stuttering, you know, everything's really coming from like your mind and heart. Like you get, it's real shit.
Yeah, you can tell that he like this is all stuff that has plagued his mind for a while. Exactly. You know? So it's, I mean, and that's why it's interesting to see like where the music comes from.
And this is something that he's lived with. I mean, he was in the system since he was like 13, 14 or something. Right. So even if you want to try to swing he's doing this as a gimmick. I mean, there's a real place in there too. So it is what it is.
Right. So I've heard the album 1.5 times. Have you guys heard it?
I've heard it a couple of times.
I probably heard it a whole once.
Have you heard it?
A whole. This is my preview.
I think for the one time and the couple to 1 to 0.
Honestly, it's still
it's pretty good.
It was cool. It was
for one of the first times. This is one of those like few times I only watched or heard it maybe twice, but it's pretty good still.
No, you're like the obvious records. This one, the one with Fab, the one with Cardi, Drake, Jay-Z, the best verse of the year according to a lot of people. Ross was in there, but there's a lot of like old school like boom bap sample is in there too that the real rap fan can actually appreciate. But let's not waste no more time. Let's get right into this intro. And we all know Meek is known for his intros,
right?
So definitely, I think live up to the expectation. So let's get right into it.
Yeah. Philly.
It's crazy to even sample this shit. Right. Kid R's been directing everything lately. Oh, that's Casanova. What's up? Nice. Oh wait, we're gonna pause here and there. That shot reminded me of a couple of things. It's like a DC. What is it? Watchmen.
Yeah.
That kind of vibe.
Yeah. It's like that really saturated but like dark looking feel.
But
to
also Fight Club.
I was kind of like 8 Mile. little bit.
Well, the color.
Well, you're talking about the beginning,
vibe.
like but I'm talking about the shot, like the wide shot with the shit falling from the window.
Yeah.
This is her.
Niggas wanna hit me like I'm Tupac. Bad bitch for me in my Gucci tube socks. Remember when I spent my re-up on a hoop? Niggas that'll smoke you, go and murder your brother. Big dog, nigga, I'm a big dog. Streets said they need that dough, they having withdrawals. I was fucking money, I ain't got no time to chillin'. We took Ritalin like this, do all that killing and drug dealing. You might be bad, what we at your door.
We got the lime green. There's
turtleneck.
I got that.
Pour champagne, cause all my niggas dead. They ain't in the graveyard, then they in the feds. I fuck my bitch, nigga, I salute you. I be flying jet and chopper like that shit was Uber. We finally made it out them trick the nigga, hallelujah. Feeling like a hot boy. Diamond things in me more than Jeffy Block, boy. I'm a boss, I don't want to color shots, boy. Who the fuck bad luck? Got your favorite Instagram bitch with her ass out. Hey, make her touch her toes, make her touch her toes. When I'm low, blood just caught, he got another low. He know I'ma get him sold, take out that bird. Y'all niggas still fucking all up, better bitches on earth. When I'm off and I'm teammates. Nigga, we used to trap it by the green gate. 80, baby, that could crack up in my DNA. Oh, scary hours, Sandy bars. Oh, scary hours, turn the cameras off, please.
Liddy.
Did anybody else peep that?
Yes.
Okay. I'm glad
Yes.
I'm not the only one.
I was like, hold on, run it back.
Y'all didn't see that?
The fucking eye.
What the fuck was it?
The eye.
It looked like a vampire, Maserati or whatever. That's a good. Yeah. Down for that.
Was it right there?
That's
Oh, that? Yeah. I don't know what that.
Surprise.
Well, he said, "Oh, scary hours." I don't know if he was just trying to play on the words.
Straight demon.
That's scary as
The
fuck.
fact that you caught that.
Wallpaper. That was a little scary.
Yeah, it looks like not
At first I was chilling, but when he paused it there, I got a little creeped out.
That chick is creepy.
That was a whole demon.
They forgot to edit up.
they're like, I'm thinking you got. Oh, I
That
forgot.
was the
Let's just throw this at the end and see what
studio.
happens.
It was like the shit gotta get ran through me first.
It's like equal sapien.
Oh, no.
There you guys have it, Meek Mill intro. What y'all think of the video?
I thought it was like that shit could rock in the club, as well as like just vibing to like the lyrics. Like he was on point.
Definitely.
We did a little bit of both. We were all bobbing, then we were all
They're
listening to those lyrics.
Yeah. So they're actually listening. The video itself looked pretty cool. I don't really have a good comparison for it besides kind of like it feels almost like a party vibe, but at the same time,
Just like him and his crew. Like
there's not weird, but like negative kind of excerpts. Like you see when the kid is like almost like in the warehouse from Fight Club, where he's just like sitting there, almost like that's what's going on in your mind. That's what it felt like, at least. Almost like you have like your little personality or whatever in your head, and then in the outside, you're doing the big baller vibe.
Meek is Tyler Dirt.
Let's be real.
Now I'm thinking about it, like kind of replaying the video back in my head. I feel like it's like before game time, like you're in the locker room and you're like with your teammates and like pumping each other up, because like they were like behind the scenes right now.
Exactly.
They're like, and then they were like in the elevator, so it's like almost like going up to the field type shit.
Right.
And then that would go with the whole championship theme and all that.
Definitely.
So like, you could look at it that way too, like a celebration or like before game time. But I don't think there's too much of the video. It's just It's just like a simple video. Cool shots here and there.
If I could go deeper into it, though, I feel like the lighting and the way the camera was shot, it kind of looked like, with all the criminal justice reform that he's been kind of like preaching, like they were like inside of a prison,
very true.
But they're still kind of like shining and grinding inside the prison,
But even with those shots that you're saying, it almost looked like catching evidence.
Right.
Like the way they were snapping.
And they did that. They showed like the
bullets,
number, the bullet holes, and things like that. I think it's like a combination of honestly, it feels like a combination of everything we're saying. It feels like it's not that deep, but at the same time, it is that deep. It's kind of I want to say weird. That's just my way of speaking though. But it's kind of weird how it's like, oh, it looks like they're just chilling, whatever, and they had some cool shots in there. But then you look at it, and it's like it's a lot of detail going into these
I definitely think it's something that,
shots.
as you speak about, like you start to that too. Because like I thought it was just like them chilling with, but once he pointed that out, then a lot of things started to make sense.
Yeah, you start seeing more and more.
But then nothing explains the demon. There was a whole demon.
You can take that a lot of ways too, but I don't
that was scary.
Because I have an idea on that, but I don't really want to talk about that.
Because that was a whole demon.
That's kind of very negative, but I don't know. And then I kind of hope like there's like a storyline to some more videos. I mean, this dude's got 19 songs on the album. I mean, I can imagine at least 2 or 3 more. Yeah, and I think that was a problem with the album, but at the same time, it is what it is. I mean, he had a lot to say.
There's a lot of records on there that are definitely getting videos and money's put. Nah, I'm just like, if the Cardi record doesn't go nowhere, that's gonna be surprising. If the Drake record doesn't go nowhere, that's gonna be surprising.
I would hope that there's like a storyline to all of them, even if it's not like, even if it's a loose one, because for you to just throw that random demon.
Oh, you're talking about like a continuation?
Yeah. Not so much a continuation, just of. I don't know.
You don't think it's just shock value bait?
Probably, it could be. I just would like there to be more to it.
Like, I can understand you saying that, but like up until you brought your point, I wasn't looking at it like anything deep. And then so like, I think clickbait is very obvious, and it wasn't obvious to me. You know what I'm saying? Like we had to speak about it for them to put things together.
Yeah, exactly.
Because to me, they were just like chilling and like snapshots here and there.
I definitely think it goes with like his whole message that he's preaching though, because he's doing the whole criminal justice thing, and like I said, it looks like it's being taken inside of a jail cell. And then when you have the random scenes of like the gunshots showing up on the ceiling and all this and that, it's like the crime scene. Like you're kind of solving a case within the video, but his rapping is telling you his story on why that had to happen.
But it's not. I don't think it's clickbait if it really happened. Like,
oh no, I was just talking about the demon.
Oh, okay.
You know, because I could probably like pull strings and try to connect it to the demon, but that just caught me off guard.
What if it was just him saying the government? That right there, that's the government.
There's a lot of ways though. There's a lot of ways that can be interpreted, but I don't really want to get into it.
It's the government.
But I'm actually glad that we actually spoke about it, because now a lot of things definitely make more sense.
Definitely opens your eyes to more ways of looking at the video.
But yeah, maybe there will be a continuation, or this is that type of video that we're gonna get for this song.
Off and that's it.
It's gonna be interesting though, because like for you to, people know that when you sample, it's like you give a lot of your percentage to the original artist. Right. What was it, a Phil Collins record? That's Phil Collins, right?
For that song?
That song. Who's singing?
It's I think it is Phil Collins.
I'm pretty sure.
But I gotta get the name of that.
But imagine how much money, because we just had a situation with Juice WRLD and was it Sting, that he like sampled, basically bit off their whole guitar riff, and they took the majority of that shit. But you can't blame the original artist, because that's their music.
But the thing is, we live in this day and age to where even if you bite something, it's like the second it blows up, it's already blown up. You could try to like press something on like, oh, you bit off, but it's like it's not going away once it's out there.
But that's the thing, though. That's not good, because once it blows up,
it's not good. It's just effective.
No, but hold on. When it blows up, that's when you get caught.
So, right, and that's when you get sued for the fatty.
Exactly. So the artist doesn't give a fuck, because they're like, oh, it's probably just this rapper, that's just not going to go nowhere. Right. And then as soon as that shit goes #1, you're like, well, actually,
sir,
there's my beat. And you take 85%.
Excuse me, sir, that's mine.
So you have this many sales, this many streams, you're going to owe me around this much right here.
I mean, either way, they both win. So it's just the artist got to take an L. And he can't be mad, because that's just how the music goes.
That's how it goes.
And
the rest is sampling.
Yeah, exactly. So if you don't want that, make original music. But that's actually another take that a lot of people had on this album. Some people felt like it was a lot of sampling going on. Some people were like, they didn't mind it, and some people did mind it. But that's just like, to me, that's just telling me all the money that the label's putting behind this project.
They put a lot of money behind it, but I think
fresh out of jail, fool.
I think nowadays that's kind of a weird thing to have a problem with sampling. I mean, it's not like hip hop hasn't been sampling since the beginning. That's where it started. It started from sampling.
For him specifically, for Meek right now, I feel like in this album that he has together, I feel like the sampling is to kind of like relate to more people, to get to spread his message across.
And I can see how that could be considered a problem, but like I said, in this day and age, I mean, we've been not only in this day and age. I mean, from the start, hip hop started from sampling. I think it's weird to be upset when that's where it came from, and right. So there's that side.
Think about it. It's not upset that he's doing it. It's upset that how many records on the album had samples on them. That's really the thing.
Because they just want him to like spit pretty much.
He's been spitting. He
Yeah.
never stops spitting.
It don't matter.
And that's why I never have a problem with Meek. Like, no matter what you want to say, he's always spit. The only time I had an issue was when they were beefing, and it was like the weirdest. His comebacks were so weird, but
Other was just trying to like stay on truth instead of like actually going for him.
Right.
But that didn't work out.
Which was weird. Like, spit the way, if he battle rap like he always does, he would have been fine. But
I need Drake to clap back to this.
Well, they're best friends now.
Yeah, they're cool now.
He's on the album.
I don't care.
Much respect to me because that is something that, you know, you have to definitely have mature to go and speak to those who you've had problems with in the past.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I heard he even, like, spoke to Game.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he, like, apologized to Game, and, like, Game apologized back, and now they're cool, which is crazy because, one, you don't want Game to be on your bedside. That's one.
You're going to die.
And both lyrically and outside purposes, you don't want a Game. But that is signs of maturity and somebody who's definitely growing and realizing that, like, we're stronger together.
Exactly. And
only good could come from this. Only better music, better messages. So definitely excited and proud, and congratulations to Meek and his album. I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah, congrats on Freedom. Get the fresh air.
Congrats on Freedom.
Get the fresh air. And like, yeah, they had like the motorcycle with the Papa Wheelie boys.
Went straight to the playoff game, Philly against Miami. Destroyed us.
Well, there you guys have it. Quick reminder, guys. I am a musician myself. I recently dropped the EP. It's called Life After Love. Hey. If you like hip hop, if you like R&B and pop all in one, inclusive package. It's only 6 records, guys, but I put my heart, blood, sweat, and tears into it.
Your heart, blood, sweat, and tears? You're disgusting, sir. You are dirty.
You for sure gotta listen to it.
Yo, you gotta put your all into your music, guys.
He put it.
That's a hot ass, but
with all of these lights,
blood, sweat, and tears. That blood, sweat, and tears. That would be disgusting.
The sweaty cheek.
Check out the EP. It's called Life After Love. I'll put the links here, and here. Yeah. Business inquiries, hit us up. Our social medias will be in the description box below. Talk to us. What did you think about him, his verses, the album sampling, and actual video? And let us know if we missed anything from something that you might have seen that we didn't really catch.
Explain the demon.
Please. Or no.
Please, someone
I don't need you.
I don't want to know.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
I want to see
demonic.
a fat ass paragraph in the comments about it.
All right. Well, his name is @Mushu Park. You go describe it to him.
Good luck finding that YouTube.
Well, social media will be in the description box below. Like I said,
you better get a message from the actual
Instagram.
Hi, I heard you on the phone.
You were asking about me.
I want to know the demonic shit of my shit because God is our Lord and Savior. So you guys have it. 1, 2, 3.